What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the CFL podcast where we talk everything college football, especially HBCU football. Now, today we're going to be talking about Emari Thomas. For those of y'all who have watched Overtime's show that Deion and Sheduer had back when they were at Trinity Christian High School from Cedar Hill, Texas, you know who this kid Emari Matthews is. He was a starting running back. He's Deion Sanders' former high school player. Now, the reason why we're talking about him, if you read the title, you know. He was just offered, his first offer came from Jackson State. And he got that offer on December 17th. That's when he announced it, but we're talking about it now because, it's coming up. So, I was checking Instagram and I seen that Sheduer was like, just like old times. And he tagged Emari. And then, I went to his page and I seen, oh, okay, he was a former teammate of Sheduer and a former player of Coach Prime. So I just think that's cool that he went back and make sure that he got, the collegiate talent that he had on his high school roster and try to get them to come there as well. He's a kid who most likely knows the system already, being that he's probably still playing in it. They probably still have the same system. Who knows? But before we get into him, let's talk about the JSU coaching staff a little bit. For those of y'all who follow Deion Sanders on Instagram, on the JSU page on Instagram, you will know that Coach Prime has been heavy. He has been heavy on the work. Him and that coaching staff, they had a retreat a couple of days ago. Mind you, I really could have made this video like 2 days ago, but, work. I work 12-hour shifts. I just don't have time sometimes. But they had a coaching retreat at Coach Sanders' house where you can see there's pictures of them on a Zoom call or whatever thing they were using, where they were talking to Jason Garrett, an assistant from Alabama, from the Crimson Tide. He was there. Willie Taggart from FAU, he was there. No bad blood, clearly, being that, he lost out of Sheduer, but that's his father, so, what can you do? Willie Taggart was there. Eric Bieniemy, the offensive coordinator for the high-powered Chiefs offense, was there. Well, on the call. He was on the call. The amount of knowledge that I feel like was being given back and forth is crazy. I think they needed this. We talk a lot about the players, but the coaches, a coach can always get better as well. They don't know everything. A coach can always improve himself and his staff, which is why they have these coaching clinics, which is why they have these coaching retreats every offseason. So Deion, using the strings that he has, using the connections that he has, he calls these guys up because he knows them personally, and he says, hey, what could we do to get better? Maybe you can drop some gems on us, being that y'all are doing this at the highest of the highs of the high level. So, man, I just think that's just cool, and that's wonderful that Coach Prime was able to get that going for however long they had that. I don't know if it was a weekend or a week, but however long they had that little retreat, I'm just very excited to see what they take from these coaches who are doing it at a high level, and how they then implement that into their team and their coaching repertoire. So very excited. Like I said, man, this fall, the SWAC is gonna beat up on each other. So if you're from the MEAC, whatever school, whether it's SC State, whether it's Norfolk, whoever you have that's going to the Celebration Bowl to represent the MEAC, you can use that to your advantage, because whoever escapes that gauntlet, they're going to be beat up. So that works in your favor. Now, unfortunately, there is not much on Emari Matthews. I checked. I wanted to find his stats. I went to Max Prep. He's not on 247. He's not on Rivals or anything like that. So most likely he's not ranked. Like I said, he's 5'10", he's 215. But if you want to see more of him, I highly suggest you go to Overtime's page and you look at those episodes, because every time Trinity Christian was in a bind, every time that Sheduer was going through a little funk or the offense just wasn't going, he showed out. He made big plays when it mattered. You feel me? He is a home run threat. Now I do got some clips of him. He has his highlights up, but I don't see the stats. I don't see anything else from him. This, like I said, this is his first offer and still his only offer, because he has not reported on anything else. He is in the class of 2022, so he has time. Deion was just the first to jump on the board, because he knew what this kid is made of, being that he's won a couple of state titles with him. Okay, late in the game, all you could see was number 18 going for big runs, getting a lot of yards. I'm sure he's not gonna start. He's not gonna start. This we know. I don't think he's gonna see the field his freshman year, next year, and I don't even know what this is. Like I said, Deion is getting started on this 2022 class. He's already announced the kicker, Trey Lymph, and now we got Emari Matthews, who's about to come in as well. I don't think he's gonna see much playing time. That's just my opinion. Y'all can feel differently on the subject. A lot of y'all are saying, well, why is he even worth reporting on? Number one, because he's Deion's former player, and one thing about Deion, he could have went and got a few players from his old high school. Hell, he could have went and offered Shoulders. If y'all watch the show, y'all know who Shoulders is. He could have offered Shoulders and brought Shoulders in, but he didn't. This is the first guy from his school that's been announced anyway that he gave an offer to. So obviously this kid has enough talent to play at the next level. Will we see him for 4 games before they decide if he should redshirt or not? Maybe not. He's not that big, so I would assume it's going to be a redshirt year for him when he gets there, unless he can put on more muscle within this last year that he has before he steps on JSU's campus. But yeah, just all we have to go off of is the film, because he has plenty of that, and from what I see, he could find that hole. He could find the open hole, okay, and he hits it every time. Clearly, he's a home run threat. He's not the fastest, but he isn't slow either. I don't think his speed is a problem. I think the acceleration is the problem. Maybe it's his running form. It kind of looks like he's running like he's gonna get fall backwards or something like that. But you see a lot of running backs, shorter running backs run like that. That's just how they do. But all of those things can be fixed. You feel me? He just needs to get in there, and he needs to get incorporated, and he needs to just he just needs to get into that system and just get better. I don't think he's gonna be on the field anytime soon. And by the way, Emari, if you watching this, you probably not. But if you watching this ain't no diss to you. You feel me? Not everybody can, even the highly recruited prospects in the country, a lot of them don't play in the first year. It's just the way it is. But yeah, I wish nothing but the best for him. I can't wait to see how it is up there. Sheduer is definitely excited. Like I said, he shared it on his Instagram story a couple of days ago with the caption, "Just like old times." So he's excited. He's pumped to get things going. They're doing something. They doing something up there at Jackson. They doing something, and I can't wait to see how this turns out. Now, I think we'll see him on the field junior year. Me personally, I could be wrong, but I think we'll see him on the field junior year, maybe sophomore year if he makes a big enough improvement. Who knows? But he's coming. He's coming. He got his first offer, and I think he's gonna hold on to JSU no matter who else comes and offers him, no matter who else comes to recruit him. He's gonna hold on to JSU just because most likely he's still talking to Sheduer. Well, it's pretty obvious he's still talking to Sheduer. He hears the hype. He sees everything. He knows what's going on. So he just can't wait to get there, man. So yeah, I think that's about it on him. I wish I had more to share about him for y'all, but it's really nothing. Like I searched for stuff for him. I went on Max Prep to look at his the stat page. Why I keep saying Texas. Trinity Christian had nothing, no info on their Max Prep page. Like I said, he's not on 247. He's not on Huddle. I went to his Instagram page. No stats there. Clips, highlights, but no stats there. His Twitter page, nothing there either. As far as stats or anything like that of a backstory. But we got the film, and that's, sometimes that's just all you need. All right. So thank y'all, man. If y'all made it to the end of the video, I really appreciate it. This won't be a recurring thing where there's not much on a recruit but film. But I just wanted to talk about this just because he's a former player of Coach Prime. But yeah, if y'all made it to the end of the video, man, thank y'all for watching. CFL Podcast. I'm out. Peace.